is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel for everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the third episode of the Santa Clauses, Chapter 3. I forgot the title of it. I know it's the third episode, but with that said, let's go ahead and get started reviewing the third episode of the Santa Clauses. Alright, so for me, it's the concept of this episode, now that we were established that Santa Claus, you know, his magic was failing, the second episode is officially him retiring, and now the third episode is him looking for a new Santa Claus that he needs to be replaced by him. And and that's pretty much the whole concept of this episode. You have some fun stuff with all the characters, and as they finally go back to Earth, and Calvin, wait, what is that his name? Oh yeah, no, it's Scott Calvin. Scott Calvin and Carol are now back in their human form, not in Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus form, and the kids don't recognize it. And I'm like, that's kind of a unique way to do it, where if your parents were Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, how would your reaction be if you actually knew what they looked like in human form? And I thought that was kind of smart in the way that they did that. So for me, I thought that was overall pretty cool. With that, so let's move on to the bad now. And my biggest problem with this episode is that, like, I'm excited for what they're gonna do with the character that has all these drones and stuff, and so he's able to send all these presents to people. It makes sense, but the fact that you have a whole episode where you're trying to look for candidates to be Santa Claus, when one elf actually chose that person, kind of seems like a weird thing to do. But overall, I enjoyed this episode, and I'm excited for next week's episode. I'm overall digging this series. It's not the best series of Disney Plus that we've gotten, but overall, I think it's pretty good, and I think that it works pretty well. So that's my thoughts on episode 3 of the Santa Clauses. Before I give my final score, be sure to tell me down below what are your thoughts on the Santa Clauses episode 3. Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it right between? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.